Couch confessions, couch confessions, couch confessions, couch confessions.
Welcome to Couch Confessions. I'm not a licensed therapist, but I do own a couch. My name is Riley Jones. Let's unpack some emotional clutter. Our first patient is Peyton.
Hello.
Peyton, thank you so much for joining us today. So what brings you to Couch Confessions?
So, I have this roommate, and she will not stop taking my French imported, gluten-free, grass-fed, non-GMO, emotionally supportive yogurt.
Huh. Well, have you spoken to her about this?
Well, no, but I have been labeling all of the items in the fridge and adding more and more labels, so she should just know better. I mean, it's common sense.
What if the fridge is more like a metaphor for your inner coldness?
What does that even have to do with her taking my food?
Wow, I can really feel the chill. Now, how have you been coping with these feelings?
Well, instead of my emotionally supportive yogurt, I've been utilizing my emotional supportive vodka.
Been there, sister. That's awesome. Nice. So what changes have you noticed since you started dealing with your problems that way?
The colors have slowly faded from my life.
Fantastic. How do you feel about your support system?
Well, I mean, I have a great support system. My good friend Jim Beam, Whitney, she loves pink. And don't even get me started on Hornitos. He's been an absolute fireball. Then my amigo Tito, they've all been really comforting. Oh, and especially my best bud, Southern Sea.
Oh, Tito and I go way back. That sounds lovely. What are some of your biggest concerns right now?
I think my biggest concern right now is that she's going to take my whole support system. I've been downing all of my drinks just so she doesn't take them first. I'm paranoid. I've been up all night. They're in my pillow, my closet, and sometimes it feels like they're in my skin.
Wow. That's crazy, dog. Seems like you need some serious help.
Yeah, I've been really struggling. Do you have any advice for me, as a therapist?
Well, to be completely clear, I'm not a licensed therapist, but what therapy plan did you say you have again?
I'm on the insurance plan.
Oh, well, in that case, yikes, sorry. Advice like that falls under our $100 cash upfront plan. And it seems we've run out of time. We'll see you later, Peyton. Yogurt trauma, classic. Wow, folks, it seems it's about time for our next patient. Everyone welcome Kanaya. Okay, each slow step that you take is another $5 in my pocket, so let's hurry that along. All right, so Kanaya, what brings you in here today?
Well, first, my roommate Peyton has been policing all of the food.
What do you mean by that?
She labels each individual grape by color, then she color codes the cheese drawer. Colby Jack is green, Munster is yellow, and American is orange. And let's all be real, American cheese should be red. And if you put unlabeled cheese in the cheese drawer, she leaves you a cheese disappointment sticky note. Lastly, she keeps accusing me of taking her silly little French imported, grass-fed, non-GMO emotionally support yogurt. Like, that's even a real thing.
Huh. I mean, I don't know how I feel about American cheese being orange. I feel like that's not that crazy. Sorry. I mean, how does that make you feel?
What do you think, therapy boy? You're supposed to be the one with all the answers. I'm the one paying you. Aren't you supposed to tell me how to feel?
Okay, geez, maybe you weren't hungry for yogurt. Maybe instead you were hungry for freedom.
Okay, maybe you're hungry for a knuckle sandwich because I didn't take that yogurt.
Now that does sound tasty. How have you been coping with these issues you've been experiencing?
Low-key, I've been buying decoy yogurt containers and filling them with sour cream. She's gonna open one and boom, betrayal.
Huh. That seems more like revenge rather than a coping mechanism. Are there any other ways you'd make yourself feel better about her accusing you of taking her yogurt?
I've been gaslighting the fridge. I leave little passive-aggressive notes like, I know what you did and I saw you move the grapes. Now it's the one that's paranoid.
Huh. That does sound like a toxic fridge. Have you tried setting boundaries with it? Like, and this is just off the dome, putting it outside?
How much am I paying you?
Stay tuned for a couch confrontation. But for now, a word from our sponsor, Delusional Therapist.
Have you ever wanted someone to tell you that you definitely could win against that guy? Maybe someone to say that you really do look like Henry Cavill. You do. Well, you're in luck. A delusional therapist is here to help you.
Delusional therapist is not liable to any injuries or emotional damage that may occur. Side effects like swelling, life problems, messy relationships, or cancer may occur. If so, call your doctor immediately.
We always know what to say. Call to get your own delusional therapist today.
Welcome back to Couch Confessions. I'm just a frat guy that loves drama and has a couch in my basement. Here with me today are my two contestants, patients, Kanaya and Peyton. The issue at hand, Peyton is accusing Kanaya of taking her French-imported, gluten-free, grass-fed, non-GMO, emotionally supportive yogurt.
Honestly, I don't even know how you can come up with an accusation like that. It's ridiculous, it's ludicrous, it's completely and utterly preposterous.
That's a lot of talk for someone who 100% took my yogurt.
You're really gonna accuse me during this month?
Whoa. We don't want to she said over here, you guys. She's right, Peyton. It's hard to have this conversation when there's no real evidence that Kanaya took your yogurt. Maybe instead we can talk about how to move past your silly, stupid little feelings.
But I do have proof. Watch this.
That could be anyone. And you added a security camera? What if I were naked?
You are literally wearing the exact same clothes right now.
Wow, caught dairy-handed.
Okay, yes, maybe I took it. But you shouldn't have been recording me. And living with Peyton is like living in a charcuterie board from hell. She labels every single grape, organized the cheese drawer by origin, age, and color, and she gives inspirational quotes to her almond milk. What level of unemployment do you have to be to do all that? And I'm pretty sure she's lactose intolerant.
Because order prevents chaos. Is organization a crime now? Maybe if you spent less time taking my stuff and more time working on your life, you wouldn't be on a couch show sipping tea like it's therapy.
You want to talk about my life? Let's talk about your support system you have hidden all around the apartment.
Oh, snap! You're out here throwing some serious smack around in my basement. While being organized can sometimes be a good thing, Peyton, you do kind of sound a little bit crazy. Let's talk emotional cheese. Peyton, why do you feel the need to label everything?
Well, because my last roommate stole everything from me, including my non-GMO grass-fed ice cream. I swore I'd never be violated by dairy again.
And Kanaya, why do you violate dairy?
Honestly, I was just tired. I was just hungry and tired of being told all the time that Colby Jack is green labeled only on Wednesdays. Sorry for violating your dairy by switching out your yogurt for sour cream.
Wait, you did what?
Nothing.
I couldn't agree more. Colby Jack is green. So it seems we have a classic case of fridge fatigue meets boundary burnout. Here's my totally licensed advice. What I think you two should do is you should get two separate refrigerators and you should put them on opposite ends of the house so that way you two never get confused about whose food is whose. Or you could just, talk to each other.
Ew, like communicate?
No.
And that's breakthrough level resistance, folks. That's all for today on Couch Confessions. Join us next week when a man reveals his fear of decorative fruit. Good night, everybody.